It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From State Farm Arena, tonight it's the Atlanta Hawks getting set to match up with the Los Angeles Lakers. The opening tip corralled by the Hawks. They've got it first as we're underway in Atlanta. To Parker. Here comes the screen. Parker to the basket, but a shot misses. To James. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Trae Young to Allen Crabbe. Here comes the screen. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Davis. Slams it down.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Hawks with the basketball. Trae Young to Allen Crabbe. To the outside. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Whoa! What a finish!
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Trae Young to Allen Crabbe. To Trae Young. Trying to cash in. Add 2 points to the board.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
James. To Davis. It was right there. It's the Hawks with the basketball. Trae Young goes to the left side. To Parker. Here's a chance from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper misses.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Trae Young to Parker. Screen coming. To Trae Young. Beyond the arc for 3. His first effort off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Team foul number 1.
LeBron James. A couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. First one goes down. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Trae Young to Allen Crabbe. Parker to Trae Young. Going to launch beyond the arc. Trae Young bothered just enough there.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Trae Young to Allen Crabbe. Jay, I'm going to say that you don't know this, but since 1980, the Hawks have drafted only 4 players to appear in the All-Star game. Doc Rivers, Kevin Willis, Al Horford, and Jeff Teague.
Well, how about a guy named Dominique Wilkins? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, interesting that you'd ask. Dominique Wilkins was actually selected by the Utah Jazz. Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. To Davis. Anthony Davis. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
For 3. Tough shot. No good for Allen Crabbe.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Trae Young. To Allen Crabbe. Fires the 3. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Deep left corner. To Davis. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
Jabari Parker rocking the rim.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
To Trae Young. Has a look. And the rebound pulled down by Davis. To James. With a drop step. Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's Atlanta ball. Trae Young to Allen Crabbe. Probing the defense. Anthony Davis with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
4-3. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Trae Young to Parker with a drop step. Parker knocks down the three-pointer.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
In the front court comes Rondo. 2-point advantage. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot won't go. To Trae Young. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. Gordon with it. Lead is 2. Rondo against the Ukrainian Len. Here comes the screen. Now a steal by Atlanta. look out. Big finish at the rim.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Jabari Parker looking good. 4 for 5.
Ed, I know I'm not supposed to be biased. I'm not supposed to be rooting for guys, but I'm riding with Jabari. Get your work.
New blood coming in for both sides.
We're accepting non-perishable food items for homeless in our community. Our thanks go to those who have already participated in this community event.
To Danny Green. To James. Down low for Davis. Cleans it up. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
And for the money Crab got, he better be a professional scorer, getting it done the hard way.
James into the front court. They trail by 2. Evan Turner in a matchup with Quinn Cook. Oh, he got a piece of it.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
To Davis. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Collison up against Cook. He shoots. Oh, off the mark.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
To James. Oh, had him going there for a second. Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Collison into the front court. Down just a couple. To Parker. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Parker. To Collison. Can't miss those. LeBron into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Cousins. Here comes the screen. That pass stolen by the Hawks. Parker. To Collison. Here comes the screen. Parker. He made his first effort, but not that time. To Danny Green. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Couldn't keep it in. Out off Darren Collison. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes.
Into the game for the Hawks. Number 11.
Ankle check right here.
Has a chance. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Hawks have it. Driving right to the basket. From the painted area, won't go down.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Boogie abusing the rim. Big finish. Long key from three-quarters court. That ends the first quarter. The Lakers have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you.
From the start, let's do it. Subbing in for the Atlanta Hawks, number 53.
Los Angeles has the basketball.
For the Los Angeles Lakers, number 32.
To Davis. Hawks come up with it. Gets it in the left corner. Collison. Wide open look, won't go. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. Trying to cash in. LeBron James. Now the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Off the assist.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
LBJ has it.
Hey, box out.
LeBron James. Can't ask for much more. He's perfect. 5 for 5 from the field.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
To Collison. From long range, Darren Collison shakes free from a tough matchup and buries it.
And here's a setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Hook shot won't go. Trae Young. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Trae Young.
Here I come. Here I come.
Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Los Angeles, they have it. James. nothing going here on that drive. To Davis, and stuffs it home. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Full throttle, right to the basket for the deuce.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
The drive, right to the basket. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Trae Young to Collison. Has a look. The jumper's off the mark.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Sacrificing everything for the loose ball. Swings it. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Rondo. Can't connect. It's no good. To Collison. Trae Young. Collison. Won't go down. To James. Got it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Throws it down.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
From the outside, no good. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Collison. Goes to the left side. That's no good. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Rajon Rondo has got 2 shots coming. He wants this number up. 60% career free throw shooter. Oh, he missed on a pair. To Collison. To Allen Crabbe. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Collison. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Screen.
To Davis. And a throwdown.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
defense, making the ball carrier work. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Number 24, Andrew Bogut.
To James. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. To Davis. And finishes strong.
The assist from number 32.
Desperation shot here from half court. That quarter in the books. The Lakers have the lead.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Lakers have themselves a close game after 2 quarters. For them to get the lead, I see it happening with their transition game. They've done a great job today of working the fast break offense. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Hawks have kept it close after 1 half. And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists. These are the guys getting buckets for the Atlanta Hawks.
Game track. Bench points.
The NBA season is long, and these days, starters take rest days. And that's why it's so important to have bench players that can be productive like we're seeing here today.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Here's Rondo with it. Up 6. Has a chance. Rondo's shot won't go down.
You can't fall in love with the jump shots. You have to find ways to maybe even get to the free throw line, keep your team in the game by putting points on the board.
The assist from number 53.
To James. And finishes strong.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Trae Young to Parker. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Alex Len sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Jabari Parker rocking the rim.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Now a steal by Atlanta. Parker. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Deep left corner. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Here's Atlanta.
I got him. Here we go.
To Allen Crabbe. Five seconds to shoot. And the Lakers with the rebound. To James. Second effort. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Nothing going here on that drive. Big finish at the rim.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
I got ball. That's me.
Trae Young to Parker. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Jabari Parker at the line for two shots. A career 74% free throw shooter. Able to convert on both free throws. LBJ with it. To Davis. Second effort. To Davis. Alex Len. Huge block. Parker into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. Knocks it down off the step back.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
To Davis. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Anthony Davis at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Here's Atlanta with the basketball.
I got ball.
Trae Young to Allen Crabbe.
Watch cutter.
And a nice finish at the rim.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Davis. Nice finish at the rim.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Davis slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice.
I got ball.
Trae Young to Parker. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go. Oh, he had it. Hawks with the basketball. To Trae Young.
That's me. I got ball.
Here comes the screen. Probing the defense. Trae Young to Allen Crabbe. Fires the three. Tough shot. No good for Allen Crabbe.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Parker to Allen Crabbe. Over to the right side. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Whistle stops play. Timeout here for Atlanta as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Collison to Parker. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Parker, yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
You see the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
To James. Beyond the arc for three. That's what the King does. James, the quick catch and shoot there for three.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Screen coming. Collison has a look. Not that time.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Screen.
Shot from in close, no good. Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Here comes the screen. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Number 12, Evan Turner.
That's going to get out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Collison, defended by Quinn Cook. To Parker. Collison to Parker. That's a 24-second violation. To Davis. Danny Green. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Davis. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Into the front court comes Collison. His guy's down 11. Screen coming. Add 2 points to the board.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Davis. Rebound comes to Atlanta. And 2 for AD.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7, because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Collison into the front court, trailing by 11. To Parker. Going to launch beyond the arc, trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. Here's a steal. Dangerous pass. Anthony Davis pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Oh, big finish at the rim.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Collison to Parker. Collison knocks it down.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Too much contact, and free throws coming.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First one, count it. 2 for 2 on that trip. To James. With a drop step. Won't go. Collison up against Cook. Has a chance. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Can't connect. To Collison.
Big pick right there.
Parker to Collison. Shot clock winding down. Darren Collison not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Here comes the screen. To James. Stuffs it down with authority.
The assist from number 32.
With a drop step. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. The Lakers have the lead. Hawks with the basketball to start this fourth.
Let's go, fellas. It's go time.
Stepping in for the Atlanta, number 5.
Trae Young to Collison. Oh, defender pulling the chair. Lakers ball. And scores.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Trae Young. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
Collison goes to the left side. Parker. It's no good. Shot's not going down. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Collison. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. Rondo off the mark. Trae Young to Parker. And count the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Trae Young to Collison. He was hacked. They let it go. To James. Has a look. It's good.
The assist from number 32.
Trae Young to Collison for 3. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Off the mark. Trae Young to Parker. Trae Young to Collison. No, I missed a short one there. And he scores. Euro step into the rim, Jay.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
To Collison. Trae Young. Fine to shoot for Atlanta. Collison. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To James. Fires the 3. Oh, LeBron James. Not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested 3.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Collison. He drills the 3.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Nothing going here on that drive. That pass stolen by the Hawks. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers got the win in a close game. In transition is where they really did some damage. As soon as they got a stop, they were on the run and going for the easy basket. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Hawks are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. The way they shot the ball was outstanding, but even still, it wasn't enough to get the result they wanted. More often than not, you're gonna win games when you shoot the ball as well as they did here today.
Game trap. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense, but still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
I like this choice because he really put on the show in this game. There's a reason he's a fan favorite. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the remaining games. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.